like to take the opportunity to demonstrate the termination of our LPA-500-LLPL cable. It's an aerially corrugated half-inch air dielectric cable, very low loss. It's plenum listed, and it's a very good low PIM cable. What we have is our ST LPA-500 prep tool. This tool can be used either by hand or in a drill mount. Since this is a corrugated cable, we're going to use it in a drill mount, a little easier to use. Just take an Allen wrench, and you can take that handle right off. Pop the handle off, pop the tool into a drill, like so. And you're going to want this corrugation, you're going to want the prep to end up on the peak of a corrugation. And the way to do that is you can see the corrugations in the cable. Just take a pen and mark the top of a corrugation. And then you take your CCT03 tool, cutting tool, and you can easily line the blade right up with that ink mark. You rotate the tool around the cable, and after a few revolutions, you'll pop right through that outer sheath like we just did. And then you want to put a little pressure on the tool, and you'll spin around a couple more times, and you'll snap that piece right off. You'll get a nice clean cut, square, without crushing the corrugation at all. At that point, we take our tool. This tool has 3 blades in it. You're exposing the center conductor, you're stripping back the jacket, and you're also deburring the center conductor. You don't need high RPMs. You'll see the tool, it'll work just fine. You'll feel it when it comes to a stop, like so. It's spinning freely like that. Just remove the tool, and you got a perfect prep there. Now you're going to end up with a little bit of residual plastic on the center connector. There's no way about that. It's kind of a star extrusion that's on there, so we don't have any kind of way to grab a hold of it and pull it off with the tool. So you're just going to take a safety razor, and you're just going to go right around and just take that residual material off, like so. Just peel that right away, and there you go. Real nice prep at that point. Now at this point, you take your O-ring that's packaged with the connector. There's a little O-ring, and there's some grease. Now if we were going to install this in the field, we take this grease and put a little bit of grease on this O-ring. That'll help preserve the life of the O-ring over the long haul. But for demonstration purposes, we'll skip that step. And just take that O-ring and roll it right back to where the jacket is there. Connector is a real simple connector. It's an easy spring finger connector, so there's no soldering, just 2 pieces. You take this back section, place it onto the cable, and you'll feel it snap into place. You push it, and it snaps just like that. You can hear it snap. And now this connector, this back end, is flush with the corrugated sheath. At that point, you take your FT 540 tool. This is a flaring tool. You locate it on the center conductor like so, and just go 360 degrees right around. And now that piece is actually very much locked on there. And now when you put this front piece on there, it's actually going to clamp onto that flared piece of corrugation. It's easy connector, so again, there's no soldering. You just snap that on there, you screw that together. And again, if you were doing this on the field for long haul, you want to put a little bit of a silicone grease on that O-ring as well. You start to thread these pieces together, and then at that point, you would just take open-end wrenches, a 3/4 inch and a 13/16 wrench, and you tighten this up, and you're done. Well, thanks a lot.